Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. How are you, my dear students? After Eid vacation, after month of Ramadan, we're going to start our new class. And I think you know me. This is Hasan Yahya, lecturer, Department of Islamic Studies, Milestone College. My dear students, you know, we are facing a huge problem because of coronavirus, the pandemic situation, and we can't go to our general classroom. And that's why we are conducting online classes. And before month of Ramadan, and the authority of Milestone College, and already, and you know, we are conducting online classes more than last 2 months. And this is your first class after online evaluation test. So this is very important class for you. And I think all of you, you are very fine. You celebrated Eid al-Fitr with your parents, and you can't go to outside because of coronavirus. And as well, inshallah, we are maybe although we are in very critical situation, but alhamdulillah, everything we have to thanks to Almighty Allah, because somehow we are in a good position. My dear students, like all classes, I'd like to start my class by reciting Durud Sharif. You are instructed to recite with me. Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Muhammad an-Nabiyyi al-Ummiyyi wa alihi wa sallim. And my dear students, you know, and just before 2 days we got our SSC exam result, and fantastic result we got. And your elder brother, your elder sister, they got huge success. And next time, just after this year, you will be examining. So now it's your target to get golden A+. So Milestone College and all teachers and your parents and your all people, they are waiting for your result, for your success. So it's your time. So now you have to take preparation. You can't go to classroom, but you have opportunity to take preparation. You have to take improve your all skill. So it's a great opportunity for you, I think that. And before some days, you know, our respected advisor sir uploaded a video, and all students and all teachers, also all people of Bangladesh, maybe they watched that video, and we are getting the motivation. And what should I do? What should you do right now? So that video is very important for us and for you also. Okay, my dear students, today we will discuss on chapter 1, lesson 6. Today we will discuss on chapter 1, lesson 6. And Kufr, that means disbelief. Today we will discuss on Kufr. Kufr is an Arabic word, and its English is disbelief. And chapter 1, lesson 6. My dear students, those who didn't open book, please open your book, open your everything, your pen, and give your attention to attend this class. And open your book, page number 13. This is my PDF version. And okay, I think I have to start now. Okay, my dear students, you know, lesson 6, Kufr, disbelief. Disbelief, Kufr, literally means to reject, disbelieve, cover, conceal, to show ungratefulness, to be disobedient, etc. That means, what is the meaning of Kufr? You will get the question in exam. What is the meaning of Kufr? What does the Kufr means? So, at that time you have to write, Kufr means reject, disbelieve, cover, conceal, to show ungratefulness, to be disobedient. My dear students, maybe this is mobile phone. If I cover this mobile phone, can you see? No, you can't see. One kind of these Kufr activities, because I am hiding this mobile. So those are the real verbally I'm kafir, because Kufr means to cover. I'm covering this mobile. So this is one kind of Kufr activities. So the main thing is that those are the kafir, they cover the iman. That's why they are Kufr. They are kafir. Have you got my point? Kufr means cover. Kufr means cover. Kufr means reject. disbelieve. So, suppose this phone or pen or anything, if I cover anything, you can see my right hand, this finger, I'm covering that finger. Now I'm kafir. Why? I'm covering this finger. I'm verbally kafir. And those people, they covering, they reject Iman, they are kafir. Now have you got my point? I think now you got my point. Thank you, my dear students. In the Islamic parlance, Kufr means rejection or disbelief in any of the fundamental issues of the religion of Islam. In any fundamental issues of religion of Islam, if you disbelieve, then you will be kafir. You will be kafir. This is very important, my dear students. We should not disbelieve any one fundamental issue of Islam. We should not disbelieve any single fundamental issue of Islam. We should not. If we do, if I do, if anyone does, then he will or she will be kafir. So this is very important, my dear students. Okay, my dear students, Kufr is the contrast of Iman. Belief in the basic issues of Islam is called Iman, and disbelief in any of them is Kufr. This is the important point you have to underline. Okay, Kufr is the contrast of Iman. Belief in the basic issues of Islam is called Iman, and disbelief in any of them is Kufr. Unbeliever, kafir. One who indulges in disbelief is a kafir. In other words, if a man disbelieves in any of the basic issues of Islam, he is then termed as a kafir. Kafir means unbeliever, a rejecter. Man may become a kafir in a number of ways. For example, there are some example, then a man, how they will become kafir. Number one, by disbelieving or rejecting the existence of Almighty Allah. It means that if a man says Allah does not exist, he will become a kafir. There are some people in our country, they will tell no, there is no Allah. If you say, then you will be kafir. We have to believe that Almighty is available. Then we should not say, then we should not disbelieve or reject the existence of Almighty Allah. This is very important. Number B, by rejecting the attributes of Allah. For example, not considering Allah the Most High as the creator or sustainer. And C, by disbelieving in the 7 basic issues of faith. That means there are 7 fundamental issues of Islam. You know, if you disbelieve any one fundamental issues, then you will become kafir. Then, by rejecting the basic forms of worships, such as Salat, Zakat, Sawm and Hajj. If you reject, if you disbelieve, then you will become kafir. Then, by rejecting permitting things as forbidden, such as permitted food, drink, etc. By taking forbidden things as permitted, for example, drinking wine, gambling, taking interest in judging a bribery, etc. By making the unbelievers out of own choice, such as using their religion symbols, etc. By mocking at Islamic issues, such as taking ill of the Holy Prophet ﷺ or ridiculing Al-Quran. That means if you insult any symbol of Islam, if you insult any Sunnah of Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, if you insult any sign of Islamic religion, then you will be kafir. And if you take halal as haram, then you will kafir. And if you take haram as halal, then you will kafir. Those things is halal, that is halal. Those things is haram, that is haram. That is what is accepted, permitted in Islam, that is halal. And what is not permitted in Islam, not allowed, then that is haram. And you have to maintain that. If you take interest from any organization or any institute, then it will be haram. And if you take, haram. And if you think that it will halal, then it will be kufri activities. You will be kafir. Have you got my point? Suppose drinking wine is haram, not permitted in Islam. And if you think that, no, it is halal. And if you drink wine, and you think that this is halal, then you will be kafir. But if you know that this is haram, but I am drinking or I am doing some illegal things, that is not legal Islam. But you know that, and you think that that is haram, then no problem, and you will not be kafir. But if you think that this is haram, and if you think that it is haram things as a halal, that is the problem. Have you got my point? You should not take any halal as a haram, and you should not take any haram as a halal. Have you got my point? Okay. So I think all of my students, all students of Milestone College, all students of English version or Bangla version, and you should not take any illegal things. You should not take halal as a haram, and you should not take haram as a halal. And we knew some examples of how a man will be kafir. By doing the above things on terms into a kafir under such circumstances, on has defense of iman, repent with sincere heart also, go not commit then again. My dear students, now we will discuss on consequence and demerits of kufr. The consequence of kufr in human life is very grave. On will have to suffer dire consequence for kafir is not only this life but also in the next life. Some of such demerits are mentioned below. What is the demerits of kufr? And consequence and demerits of kufr. There are 6 demerits of kufr. How many demerits of kufr? Everybody, how many demerits of kufr? 6 demerits of kufr. How many demerits of kufr? 6 demerits of kufr. How many demerits of kufr? There are 6 demerits of kufr. Have you got my point? Have you understood? Okay. Now take the pen, underline in book, or you can write on your copy. Number 1, disobedience and ingratitude. Number 2, rise of sinfulness. Number 6, formation of despair. Number D, spread of immorality. Number E, displeasure of Allah the Most High. Number F, eternal punishment. There are 6 demerits of kufr. How many demerits of kufr? 6 demerits of kufr. Number 1, disobedience and integration. My dear students, kufr fosters disobedience and integration in man. Allah the Most High is our creator. He nourishes us all the worldly and it is his gift. A kafir disbelieves in Allah and rejects Allah as the giver of these bounties. My dear students, you know why you are watching my class, why you respect your parents, why you love your teacher. Why? Tell me. Because you are a mu'min, you are a imandar. You don't insult your teacher, you don't disrespect your parents. Why? Because you know, if I do any bad thing, then after my death, Allah SWT will give me punishment. There are a lot of ayat in the Al-Quran, there are a lot of story in Hadith Sharif, there are a lot of instruction in Islamic Sharia. So we should not break these things. So you respect your teacher, you love your parents. As a Muslim, you believe in Almighty Allah. And if you don't believe in Almighty Allah, then you can't do anything. You have no afraid. No problem, I will do anything. But those people, they think that no, if I do anything, then nothing will happen with me. Then they can do everything. But if people think that if I do anything, then something will waiting for me, I will get punishment. That people will not do anything. So that is the main point. So those the imandar, those the Muslim, the pure mu'min, they can't do any bad things. Just we passed month of Ramadan. In month of Ramadan, the blessing of Almighty Allah. Now the month of Shawwal. If any person perform 6 fast or 6 roja in this month after the month of Ramadan, then Allah SWT will forgive. Allah SWT will give prize like if any person perform whole year in fasting, and same swab that person will get. If any person after month of Ramadan in month of Shawwal, if any person perform just 6 fast. So this is very important, my dear students. So as a mu'min, we should not break any rules that is not allowed in Islam. So that is the demerits of kufr. Those, they don't believe in Almighty Allah, they can't do anything. But those people, they love Almighty Allah, they believe in Islam, they can't do anything. Non-Muslim people, they are doing everything. But I am Muslim, you are Muslim. We should not do anything that is not allowed in Islam. Okay, number 2, rise of sinfulness. Same thing. I can slap a boy without any problem or anything. Just without any reason, I slap a boy. Hey, why slap me? What is your problem, man? Hey, I have power. You go. No. Then what will happen? If I know, then if I slap anyone, then nothing will happen with me now, but Allah SWT will give me punishment. So I should not do this. That is the main problem. That is the main fact. So, demerits of kufr, rise of sinfulness. Everywhere there are a lot of problems, there are a lot of crime available in our society. Why? Only for lack of morality, only for lack of iman. So those are the kufr people, those are the kafir, they can't do anything. But those are the real Muslim, real mu'min, they can do everything. Number C, formation of despair. Same thing. If I perform salat, if I maintain the Islamic Sharia, then I will get Jannah. You will get Jannah. Your parents will get Jannah. Your teachers will get Jannah. But if I don't believe in Almighty Allah, if I lost my all hope, then I can do anything. You know, the Western culture, in statistics, you know that the maximum people, they are not happy. They are unhappy. In Western culture, people, they are, you can say in Australia, you can say in America, you can say in England, all the European people, they are not happy. But the Muslim people, they are happy. Maybe we are not rich, man. They are rich than us, but they are not happy. We are happy. Because we have hope. We love our parents. They don't love their parents. They don't love their son, but we love our son. We love you. You love us. Teachers, they show respect to their students. But in Western culture, you can get just money, but you can't get love from them. So, despair. The crime created from despair. That is very important. And you know, there are a lot of people, they are committing suicide in Western culture, Western countries. China, America, Britain, Switzerland, and Australia. There are a lot of people, they are committing suicide. What about our country? What about the Muslim countries? So, those are the mu'min, those are the real imandar, they can't do anything. So, this is the demerits of kufr, formation of despair. Then, spread of immorality. Same thing. If you know any backup, or if you don't any afraid, nothing will happen with me, then you can't do anything. Number E, displeasure of Allah the Most High, and F, eternal punishment. Allah SWT said in the Holy Quran, وَالَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا وَكَذَّبُوا بِآيَاتِنَا أُولَٰئِكَ أَصْحَابُ النَّارِ هُمْ فِيهَا خَالِدُونَ. Those who disbelieve and reject our sins will surely abide in the hell. They will remain there forever. Surah Al-Baqarah, ayat 39. Surah Al-Baqarah, ayat 39. You would underline this sentence. Those who disbelieve and reject our sins will surely abide in the hell. They will remain there forever. Surah Al-Baqarah, ayat 39. Which Surah? Surah Al-Baqarah, ayat or verse 39. It would underline. My dear students, this is the today's lesson. That's all from my side. Again, I am discussing, I am reviewing. My dear students, we discuss on kufr, disbelief. Kufr means reject, disbelief, kafir, conceal, and the Islamic parlance, kufr means rejection or disbelief in any of the fundamental issues of the religion of Islam. And kafir, one who indulges in disbelief, is a kafir. In other words, if a man disbelieves in any of the basic issues of Islam, is then termed as a kafir. And there are kafir, and how a man will be kafir, there are A, B, C, D, E, F, J. There are 8 points you got already. Then consequence and demerits of kufr. There are 6 demerits of kufr, and you will get question. Then how many demerits of kufr? What is the demerits of kufr? You have to write the answer. You have to write the, and you will get creative question also. So disobedience and integrate, rise of sinfulness, formation of despair, spirit of immorality, a displays of Allah the Most High, eternal punishment. Okay, my dear students, and you know, I gave you vacation homework. Most of the students, you submitted your vacation homework. Thank you so much. But there are also some students who didn't submit your vacation task, and that is really, I'm very shocked. And Iqbal sir, and I'm taking your class, and class 9 English version, and so everybody, you have to submit your vacation task. And today I am not interested to give any homework, but everybody, you have to submit your vacation task in my personal account or your subject teacher's personal account. Thank you so much, my dear students, and you are instructed to give your attention to Islamic and moral education class, you know, and you are interested to read all subject, but you are not interested to read this subject. So take care. May Allah bless us all. May Allah protect us from coronavirus, and may Allah protect us from all type of disease. May Allah bless us all. Thank you so much, and pray for me, pray for your teachers, pray for Milestone College, pray for our authorities of Milestone, so we can go to Milestone College, our classroom again. And thank you so much, my dear students. Stay well. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.